Hello everyone. It's been a very long time since I've spoken to you. If you are new here or just simply forgot, my name is Andrada and I am an illustrator from Romania. This is going to be a very long video, as you can probably see. I think it's my longest video ever, and I will try to talk to you, or more like it, at you, through it all, which is very hard for me because besides being introverted, I have a hard time monologuing. It's like writing an essay, and my way of writing essays is very on subject. I don't embellish things and don't over explain, but I kind of started to realize that in conversations, people need more detailing of my thought process and opinions, I think. That is not the case when I am talking face to face with someone or online, because that makes me anxious, and anxiety makes me ramble and not stay on point, and that's why my videos are actually scripted. Of course, I sometimes deviate from the script and change it while recording, but still, if I didn't have it written down, I probably never make sense. And yeah, that's a very long introduction because there's a lot of footage to cover. So, as the subject matter, I am working on a 2025 calendar that I am so excited about. So in this video, you'll see me making all of the sketches for it. I am honestly so glad I finished the sketches because I am super excited to color them all soon. For this year, I haven't prepared a calendar because last year I had a tough time and didn't draw as much. I made one for 2022 and it was very cute and all, but it was kind of a spontaneous decision at the time. I decided to do it quite late in the year, so it was not as detailed as what I am currently making. I wanted to make a really almost whimsical calendar for 2025 with lots of details and flowers and to be cute and delicious at the same time. At first, I wanted to choose one subject, either food or drinks, but like only desserts or only coffee or only tea. But I was so excited for all three of them that I decided, you know what, it's my calendar, I can include everything I want in it. So I chose 4 desserts, 4 coffees, and 4 teas. Also, they obviously have to match the season in ingredients and taste and look. And I am super proud of all the illustrations. I think they will turn out so nice and they will just spread good vibes in the home throughout the year. And that's actually the best feeling, knowing that whoever buys your products, whenever they look at them or use them, they cannot help but smile. The calendar will be a desk calendar and the illustrations will be digitally painted. I have a clear vision of their vibe in my head, and I hope I'll manage to get it out of there and onto my tablet screen. I was supposed to publish this video last week, but I thought about how I could improve the presentation, and I came up with the idea of animating my squirrel. I mean, it's a really simple, basic animation, but I thought it would look cute. As I am quite inexperienced, it took me a long time to do it. I had the sketch for it for a couple of years, actually. I wanted to make some nice covers for my Instagram highlights, and this one was for I just looked over my Instagram account and I have actually no idea. No, it was made for YouTube, like a break in the video or a transition from one act to another, and I never colored it and never animated it. I didn't use any special software for animation. I just made the squirrel in a few instances and put the images together and made a video in DaVinci Resolve. I also wanted to explain a bit why I have been missing so often from YouTube this summer. Not that anyone was concerned, but we have an hour, so I'll do it anyway. The thing is, I actually got a bit stuck. I really had no idea what to share with you, as in what kind of content I want to make. I've been struggling to figure out what kind of art YouTuber I want to be. I watch a lot of YouTube content and it's quite diverse. I watch daily and weekly or monthly vlogs of artists presenting their lives. I watch educational and time-lapse videos. I watch art-related vlogs and studio vlogs. So I was a bit confused on what kind of videos I want to make. From the get-go, I am not confident to post educational videos. I don't feel like I have built enough in that area so I can teach other people stuff. My business is also very small, and I don't want to say unsuccessful, but it's not as successful financially as other small art businesses. So I cannot give advice on business strategies because I kind of fail at that, actually. After all this time of consuming YouTube videos, I kind of realized that I do not particularly enjoy artist lifestyle videos that much. But if what an artist is showing is just bits of their life outside their art business, like, random stuff, I don't enjoy it that much. I don't want to offend anyone by saying this. It's not like I hate artists that do that, or I hate that type of content always. No, I don't. It's just that I noticed some artists posting videos about random talks with their friends. For example, as an audience, I don't find it interesting because I really don't know these people and I don't really get your jokes. And I don't mind being shown everyday life. It's actually nice. I feel less alone because being an artist is kind of solitary. But when that's all the content they put out and the art is missing and there's also no talk about art, it just kind of puts me off. I also show things I do in my life, but most of the time I try to make it art related because no one cares about my personal life anyway. Might be comforting at times, but not all the time. Yeah, I hope I'm getting my thoughts across. I also do not enjoy packing orders videos, like at least 30 minutes of packing. Sorry, but no, I think it's important to show how you prepare your orders. It's good for business, it's useful. People can see the care with which you pack every order, but 1, 2, or 3 orders are quite enough for someone to get the idea. I suppose when your business has grown quite a lot, you spend less and less time on creating and more on admin stuff, which is quite unfortunate. I understand Sorry, there's a siren. I live near the hospital. I understand that many want to put out a video every week, and sometimes they don't make a lot of art, so they don't have what else to show. But personally, I wouldn't want to put out packing videos or life vlogs week after week after week. I think what I'm trying to say is that I don't want to be boring in my content, and I started to feel like my content is a bit boring. I don't want to be repetitive, and I want every video that I put out to be focused on art. Sure, I'll show some other bits here and there, like in the beginning of this video, but I want to keep it short and sweet with those bits. I actually started this video as a summer vlog, and I realized that would be boring for someone to watch, like a stranger on the internet. I really can't imagine why someone would like to see me doing random shit. So if I, the creator, find it boring, why would I put it out there? I mean, boring for someone else. I don't feel like my life is boring. I think I do quite interesting stuff in my life, but I don't think anyone else would find it interesting and engaging enough. Also, I'm kind of tired of constantly having my mind connected to my phone every time I do something interesting in my life, as in living my life, so that I can film it and make sure I have content to share. I just want to enjoy a walk or a dinner out without the need to share it with everyone, because no one cares about my walk and my dinner. I want to film for myself if I want to do it, just to have it as a memory. I'd rather not post any video if it doesn't involve art as well. So yeah, this is what I've been thinking about all summer. What kind of content I like and what kind of content I want to make for YouTube. Also, it's been such a hot summer that I barely worked on anything. Every project took me 2 or 3 times more to complete than usual. It was just excruciating. I couldn't focus on almost anything. I would mostly just lounge and waste time because you really couldn't do much in almost 32 degrees Celsius in the apartment. We don't have air conditioning, just a couple of fans. It was horrible, and I was so excited for summer to go and draw outside and just spend time outside because I love the sun and the long days. But you just couldn't go out. It was suffocating. I really wish for temperatures to drop so I can feel like I breathe properly again, like I actually draw fresh air into my lungs. This year we couldn't go anywhere on vacation, so we thought, how can we take a break from everyday life from time to time? So we decided to explore the county we live in. There are some historical sites around our town that are worth visiting. We planned doing it this summer, but again, it was too hot, so we postponed it until autumn, and now it's autumn. First thing we visited was the History Museum. It's a small museum and not a lot of people visit it. I haven't visited it since I was a child, and frankly, I didn't remember much from then. But it was one of the nicest experiences. We had a guide and we found out about some sites that I never knew about in our county. So we're excited to explore them soon. Our art museum is also going under some renovations and will be open for visiting later in autumn. So I heard that they will host a generous collection of bugs and butterflies, and I am super excited. I don't like live bugs, they gross me out and frighten me, but they'll be dead, so I'll be fine. They are gross, but very interesting nonetheless. I love autumn. It's my favorite season, but I just really wish we could enjoy summer. Maybe some people do. I mean, I know some people go to a lot of music festivals and have seaside vacations and city breaks and everything, but I don't enjoy crowds that much. I prefer relaxing in silence. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's another siren outside. Yeah, I prefer relaxing in silence and with just a few friends. So maybe it's not summer, it's me. But since we are on the topic of summer and we have a bit more time, and I have kind of exhausted my art-related thoughts, let me tell you what I have been doing this summer besides dying of heat. First of all, I've been reading. I joined a fantasy book club and I've been going to the meetings and it's been so much fun. We also have a Discord group where we talk about books, and it's one of the most exciting things that have happened to me because I really like reading fantasy and romance, and I never had friends that enjoy these two genres as much, or who are willing to read the same books. So in the beginning of the summer, we went for a picnic to talk about our book club pick. We read The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. It's about a government caseworker at the department in charge of magical youth, and he's sent to assess the situation at an orphanage on an island where some dangerous magical kids reside. As he gets to live there and interact with them on a daily basis, he realizes things are not as they seem. I'm not gonna say anything more. It was such a sweet, light fantasy book. The characters were great, very likable, and the message was super positive. I also read 2 contemporary romances by Jenny Colgan. Sunrise by the Sea is the 4th book in the Little Beach Street Bakery series, and it was about a young woman that develops extreme social anxiety and agoraphobia after the death of her beloved grandfather. In an attempt to stay away from people and to take it slow with her healing process, she moves to the tidal island of Mount Polbearn. But alas, a very noisy piano teacher moves right next to her and disrupts her peace, but also makes her heart beat faster. It was a really enjoyable read, very cute characters. The other Jenny Colgan I read is called The Loveliest Chocolate Shop in Paris, and I liked it even more. The main character works in a chocolate factory in England where she has a work accident that puts her in hospital for quite some time, where she befriends her old high school teacher who is also hospitalized in the same room. To pass the time, her former teacher gives her French lessons and eventually proposes to her to expand her horizons and chocolate making skills in Paris at a former lover's chocolate shop. I really loved this book. It was super sweet and the characters so realistic and relatable. So if you're into romances, I highly recommend this author. I have seen around online a Japanese book called Days at the Morisaki Bookshop by Satoshi Yagisawa, and I thought, hell yeah, I want to read a book about books. But unfortunately, I didn't like it. It was supposed to be heartwarming and cute and relaxing, but I found it quite boring and underwhelming. I wanted much more from it. It's a bummer, but what can you do? But then I found a new romance book by Rainbow Rowell, an author that I absolutely love. The book is called Landline, and it's about a comedy writer trying to make a name for herself while sacrificing her family time. It's a Christmas book, and while her husband and daughters are away in another state visiting his family, she has a hard time coping with their absence and has a lot of time to reflect on her relationship with her husband. It was such a heartwarming read. I loved every second of it. It filled me with all the fluffy feelings. I highly recommend this author as well. And lastly, I also read a fantasy romance called The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. It's a very popular book and it was very intense. I couldn't put it down. It's not a literary masterpiece, but it was super engaging. The world building was kind of weak, but I really missed a book about vampires. The main character is a human girl adopted by a vampire king. She wants to participate in these deadly games in order to win a favor from their vampire goddess. As being turned is a very risky situation in which most humans die, her father is afraid to do that, so he trains her to be able to participate in these trials. The favor she wants to ask for is to be turned into a vampire and be her father's legitimate heir to the throne. So, if you're into romantasy, I think you'll enjoy it, but it's really not a complicated story. It's not the best thing I've read, but it was engaging enough. Please let me know in the comments what you read lately and what you would recommend to me. I'd love to know what your favorite books are. Besides reading and drawing, I started working on my first knit sweater ever. I only know how to knit scarves and hats, but I would really like to be able to make my own sweaters. It's taking me forever. I don't think I'll finish it by the end of the year, but it's so relaxing while I watch some movies or anime series. It's a cotton sweater in dark green and mint green stripes, and every time I finish a new set of stripes, I am so pumped up to continue. I am scared of the moment when I'll have to make the neckline because I have to decrease the loops, and I've never done it this way before, so I hope I won't mess it up. Oh, and the sleeves, and I'm so nervous about the sleeves, but also very excited to finish it. I'll show it to you once it's done, but don't hold your breath. It's gonna take some time. I am also organizing handcrafting sessions with my cousins. I don't know if these things used to happen in your family, like your grandma's friends coming over to her house for knitting, crocheting, embroidery, and other stuff while they happily gossip and talk about this and that. But it used to be a thing in Romania, women gathering and doing these activities together. I remember my grandma doing this with one of her sisters, and me just hanging out with them and reading to them. I mean, I was too young to read, but I pretended I knew how to read and just made up a story. They enjoyed it very much, and I really enjoyed being with them as well. I've also been watching movies and anime shows. I'm not going to go through all of them because there are many. My husband and I have a game, so we realized that a lot of times we have no idea what to watch and just scroll through Netflix and other services, and we end up not watching anything. So we thought that whenever we want to watch a movie together or a show, we each propose a movie and the other just has to accept the proposal and watch it. This way we share our movie preferences with each other, and we get to enjoy movies that we wouldn't watch on our own and then discuss them. Sometimes there are new movies that we both want to watch, so those don't count in our game. Only those that the other wouldn't really go for otherwise. It's really fun, and I really love this arrangement of ours. One of these movies that I remember right now is Alien, the first one. I don't remember who proposed it. I think it was me because my husband hasn't seen it, so I thought he'd like it. I've seen it as a kid and it scared the shit out of me, but this time around I found it a bit boring and not scary at all. I liked the story and the characters and the twist, but it wasn't scary at all. We also watched Dune Part 2, one that we both wanted to see, and I liked it way more than Part 1. I haven't read the book, so I don't know how to compare them, but the movie was really enjoyable. I was a bit reluctant because I thought Part 1 was so boring and I didn't get it, but Part 2 was more action-packed and twisty. We haven't watched Inside Out 2 and Wolverine versus Deadpool yet, but I feel like lately the movies they put out are so boring and recycled. It's so hard to find a good movie nowadays, in my opinion. I like superhero movies, but they focus a lot on quick banter between the characters and special effects, and I wish I'd see a more story or character-driven movie. One such movie was Hidden Figures, which I watched recently on my own. I thought it was really good and uplifting. I also really enjoyed Last Night in Soho, a bit of a horror story, but I liked it a lot. Good thing I didn't know it was horror because I wouldn't have watched it. They scared the shit out of me. But maybe it's wrong to say there are no good movies out there, because this really boils down to taste, I suppose. So let's say there are not a lot of movies out there that interest me. I am excited for Megalopolis and Beetlejuice, though. I also watched Bridgerton season 3. Sorry to say it was kind of disappointing. I didn't like it that much. I hated the fact that it was revealed to everyone in the town who Penelope is. I understand that your husband needs to know something like that, but they could have kept it a secret. I loved that aspect of the show, but yeah, anyway. I am now watching such a cozy anime show. It's called Laid Back Camp, and it's so chill and relaxing. It's just about a bunch of high school girls who love camping. They have a camping club at school and they just go camping anytime they get the chance, and the music is beautiful and the landscapes are wonderful and the girls are cute, and it's also educational for those who are interested in camping. And I highly recommend it if you're an anime fan. I feel like this summer has gone by so quickly. I had so many art plans, you have no idea, and I barely did anything. I'm trying not to blame myself or be too harsh to myself. It's true, I procrastinated a lot, but also the heat, and it's still quite hot outside. It's incredible. I think this was the hottest summer I have ever experienced in my 33 years of life. And it worries me. It worries me because meteorologists, I hope I'm saying it correctly, are warning us that it will get hotter and hotter, and that's not something to look forward to. It's unfortunate and worrisome, and I hope that we will manage to do something about global warming in the end. We will wake up as a collective and try to do our part in controlling the situation. Trying not to contribute to the constant warming up of the earth and be able to enjoy our life outside, because it sucks to be confined in your house forever because it's either too hot or too cold. Yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling about weather now. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention that is art related is that I am preparing for an art fair. I've never been to an art fair as a vendor, and I am super excited. I am trying to prepare lots of fun, delicious projects. I have been planning for it the whole summer. I still have a lot of things to do and prepare, but I hope I'll manage to get everything I want to do done in time. And I hope I'll be accepted. I hope my application will be accepted and I will be able to participate, because I am super excited to be in an art fair. I have a video on the channel about an art fair I went to this spring, in the beginning of it was February, so still winter, as a customer, and it was so nice because I met people that I know from online, and we talked, and it was such a wonderful atmosphere, and I want to be part of that, and I really hope I get to do that. I will be trying to share a table with my friend, and we really want to do something flashy. Let's say we really want to attract attention and make our stand as exciting and inciting as possible. So stay tuned for that, because I will share a vlog about me preparing for the art fair, and I hope I'll do it right. I've been watching videos about how to prepare for an art market, and I am learning a lot from other artists, and I'm going to apply the advice they gave in their videos so that everything is going to be really special, and I hope a lot of people come by. Okay guys, I know I said I'm going to talk to you through all of this video, but frankly I have kind of exhausted all the subjects that I had in mind. I guess my life is not so exciting, and I don't know what else I could talk about. And I'll let you enjoy the rest of the video with some music. I hope you don't mind the length of this video. I've started watching a few artists that have videos of over an hour, and I found it very enjoyable. Just put it in the background while I draw or do something else, and it's really comforting. And I thought that, hey, maybe people wouldn't mind if I put out a longer video. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you don't like very long videos, please let me know in the comments, because I wouldn't want to bore you to death here. As I've said, I want to make my channel interesting and enjoyable for you. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and listening to me, and for being here still, even though I barely posted any videos this summer. And I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And if you like my content, please check out my other videos and leave me a comment about anything. Yeah. Thank you again, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye. you.